a start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks a guard tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers. We can do whatever we want.
Click. Boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys Mike and Tony from Nothing But Niners. Guys, we are in our war room. We are getting ready for the draft, man, and it's time to start ordering some food and stuff. Like, we don't really know what's going on. Why is my color like that? What the heck is this? You see where it says my name down there?
Yeah, Mike Andrews.
Yeah, but why is it that color?
Oh?
It's supposed to be the color of the show.
Shit.
All right, so guys, we need to do some sound checks and stuff. We need you guys to help us out and let us know if you can hear us.
No.
What is StreamYard doing?
Well,
That name tag down there ain't right. That thing ain't right. You see it?
the color of it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be like the color of like if I click comments, then that's not what color they're supposed to be. It's this. What? Why do I have to press enter on that?
Enter. Excuse me, Pete?
All right. I need to know if you guys can hear us. Niner Goat, are you out there in the chat still? Hold on. Since Tony likes it, there we go.
Excuse me, bitch.
We need to know if there's feedback on that also. We're getting ready. We're about to start ordering the food. You guys know the wings are coming. I'm in the mood for some Thai food. And Tony had a very interesting question. So why don't you ask him what you asked me?
What's Thai food?
It's food from Thailand. Or inspired by
Wah,
Thailand.
wah, wah.
No, I'm not trying to be... How do I explain what Thai... That's like saying what's Chinese food.
Isn't Thai food like spicy Chinese food? I don't know.
Oh no, fuck that. Hold on. I gotta change the name here. It's not just gonna be Mike. I gotta change the display name because I'm not gonna get blamed for all of this that's about to happen.
What?
This man is sleep deprived. He's gonna be saying some wild stuff this whole show. I keep trying to tell Tony to go take a nap. You don't want to listen to me.
Nope.
People that are watching, I need to know if you guys can hear us. I need to know if we're too loud. I need to know if we're loud and clear. Like, what's up? How do I change the display name? Oh, here we go. How long can I make the display name? Do I have to like sign back out and sign back in?
I don't know, bro. So basically, this is just a dry run.
Yeah, guys, we're having some fun. Keeping the faith. What's going on? Can you guys hear us? We need to know. He says Nolan or nothing. JD is in the build. Oh, JD. It's Jesus Christ, my King. Yeah. Oh, they're saying hi to each other. We need to know if you guys can hear us. Can you guys hear us at all? Are we loud? How are the sound effects? Are the sound effects too loud? Is there an echo? Does it sound like we're yelling? All right, so they can hear us, so that's a good thing. So we don't have to be in here screaming later on. Yaw. I need to edit my display name. Not the way it looks though. I need to like change it. Coming from the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I need someone out there to explain to Tony what Thai food is because I don't have an answer for him.
Spicy Asian fusion.
Asian cuisine. Yeah. All right, so they say we're loud and clear. They said the sound effect did have echo. All right, so I'm gonna try something. Tell me if it still echoes after I do. This is gonna ruin it. I got a feeling it's gonna ruin it.
Thai food.
Tony's wearing tight, sexy shorts.
They're not even tight. They're fucking loose as hell. It's because the way I'm sitting. It's the way I'm sitting.
Were you guys able to hear that sound effect? Did it sound distorted? You guys gotta let us know how that sounded. Effect had echo. He said that earlier. I got a feeling that sound effect sounded distorted. Guys, we are getting ready. We are turning up. What's on the menu for you guys out there? We got the whole thing set up over here. We got the big board.
The new.
Yeah.
And improved.
That's right.
Big
man.
board.
This is year 8 for us, guys. This is year 8 spicy Asian food. Oh shit, they're just getting caught up.
That's right. Point me.
I gotta get my name off here.
Why?
Because I don't want it to just be my name. Or I'm gonna take it off altogether. And they're really gonna see your legs. How do I change who I am? I don't want to be me anymore. Found it. Display name. Let's see how long I can be. Hold on. Oh wait, I gotta put yours first.
Yeah, I don't even know my Twitter handle. How sad is that?
I got you, buddy. I've been saying it for years.
Okay.
Ooh.
How do you rank Shamar's? I'm not going there.
No, come on. They want to hear this draft talk. Come on, hurry, say it.
ESPN. You field Yates. Abdul Carter 1, Jalen Walker 2, Mike Green 3, Shamar Stewart 4, and Mikael Williams 5.
And James Pierce was 6.
Pierce was 6. A linebacker who's 6'1", 245 pounds is a pass rusher now. I don't get it. If you're looking for a true base 4-3 defensive end, Mikael Williams, in my opinion, is up there. I mean, there are better guys up there, but the problem is there's some off-the-field issues that need to be rectified or explained or whatever. But I'm sure it's done by this point because that's it. There's no more.
Look at this comment. It's a shout out to these two. Found this channel during the 2019 run. I've been rocking ever since. I'll take Harmon, man. Harmon's not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick at all.
You're not picking him at 11, though.
Listen, there's some publications that have him ranked higher than Nolan. He's got a little injury issue. Well, not injury issue, but there's a question about his medical with his shoulder.
Right.
Passed it, cleared it up. I mean, I actually like Harmon, and I think the 49ers like Harmon because they sent their whole contingency up there to Oregon. Why is this moving? Like, we just moved.
Oh, I pushed the button. My bad.
We just literally went, wee.
Yeah, I turned some automatic tracking shit on. I got turned on.
Is it because my hand went this way?
Well, yeah. Oh, so I got to tell you, you talk with your hands. Watch this. All right. See the light up there blinking?
Yeah.
Watch this. So you got to be careful what you do with your hands because it will follow you. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So if you're doing but if you're doing it quickly, it doesn't see. It's when you start holding your hand still, and then it's like, oh, you want me to do something?
Yeah. So yeah, this is just like a trial run. We're gonna be more in detail. Oh, tomorrow it starts 7:00.
I thought it was 6 tomorrow.
That's what I thought. Oh boy.
They changed it to 7.
Late night.
Okay.
We're gonna be more in detail, obviously, once it goes live. We just want to make sure everything's working good. Do you want to give a tease to the new board this year?
No, they gotta wait, man.
Okay.
You gotta wait. It's year 8, and it's gonna be different. But I'm excited for it. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is not a
test. This is a test of the national broadcast.
You guys are saying that you want Nick back on the show now?
Echo effect. Someone said echo effect.
Well, yeah, when I press the sound effect, it echoed. But I have to, if I turn off echo cancellation, and it changes. Been here since 2019. Jedi says Nick. All right, guess not. All right.
Oh boy.
I'll text him, tell him to come on the show. Tell me if you guys hear an echo. I'm going to do a quick drum roll. Is there an echo?
Jackson.
Some people don't watch film.
Dart. No, it's true. Some people don't. I'm going to be honest with you guys this year. I didn't watch film on. I tried to watch as much as I could due to my work schedule. It's crazy, and I just did not have the time. Like Mike said, I literally went into work yesterday at 7, and I have not slept since. I came home 7 a.m. yesterday morning, slept until 10, and I've been up since. So all day, worked 7 to 11 today, drove to Pennsylvania, set our studio or our war room up, and here we are. So I appreciate you guys joining us. Like Mike said, this is year 8.
8, baby. 8 year anniversary was yesterday. Nothing but 9 man. Let's go. Make some fucking noise. You made it 8 years, guys. 8 freaking years.
8.
All right, that's long enough. Sure.
Okay.
All right. I'm hungry. We gotta order some food, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna order it live.
Well, let me download DoorDash since I don't have that. It's not an app.
DoorDash. Yeah. So.
You know what you want? Did you look at the menu?
From what?
What do you mean from what?
The wings or Thai?
Oh, the wings.
You know, I like the honey barbecue.
Yeah.
Extra ranch.
Yeah.
What's the name of your Thai place?
I don't know.
This guy talking about ordering Thai. Where you order from? I don't know.
It's out here though. I don't know the name of it.
I would hope so. You really don't know what name it is?
I really don't. I swear to God, I don't. I wish I was playing. I'm not kidding. What's this show called? Let's get NY in here.
So, like I said, this is a test run just for shits and giggles. What are we feeling at 11?
I see a lot of people hating on pressures. They're saying Shamar Stewart sucks because he only gets pressures. What do you think about that?
Shamar Stewart's very, in my opinion, he's a very raw prospect.
Would you take him at 11?
No.
We're going to get to all that later on.
Yeah.
All right, boom. He's out. Would you take Abdul Carter if he fell at 11?
I mean, he is the best pass rusher, but if you listen to what John Lynch said, he wants someone who could set the edge. And I don't think Abdul Carter can do that consistently. I don't. It's not a knock against him. I'm not.
No. Don't try to.
No, it's just like,
It is a knock. He said he can't do
if
something.
you watch Mikael Williams set an edge, and then you watch Abdul Carter, very different, night and day, in my opinion. Someone said they want to ask me something. Can you hit that button so I could see it?
Where?
Jedi.
Man. Tony, can I ask you something? Don't laugh at me, but I want to trade down twice in front of Baltimore, Philly, Kansas City, get more top 150 picks to replenish, and Target player, Jay Simmons, plug at left guard. Okay, this is definitely for you. Go ahead. He's talking to you.
I mean, you could, right? I mean, we could do that. I mean, the Niners could do that. But my thing is this, right? Could they move down from 11 and go maybe no further, not lower than 20? I would say yes, because you still have an opportunity to land. Mikael Williams would be out. I think you still can get Nolan. I still think you can get Harmon, potentially, depending on how the board is falling and what position groups. So my thing is this. I think if the league started tomorrow, the 49ers could field an offensive line, a starting five. And it's the starting five that pretty much got them to, well, no, because Banks isn't there. But it's a starting five that could make this offense compete. I think we could agree on that. It might not be the best, but they could put out a starting five. So with that being said, our defensive line is decimated right now. They've been trying to find a bookend pass rusher for Nick Bosa since they drafted Nick Bosa. They had Dee Ford. I think they're going away from that undersized guy potentially and maybe going with a more bigger physical guy as the opposite end next to Bosa, opposite of Bosa. And you need to really rebuild the interior of this defense. They need to go back to the Stubblefield-Bryant Young pairing where there is more of a space eater with a penetrator. So you want that perfect combination where they could play off of each other rather than having 165 and 167 dude that play with extremely high. One of them played with a high pad level. And I just don't think that is the right way to go. So if you're asking me, like Walker from Kentucky, the gentleman from Texas, I forgot his name is not in my head right now. Both taller dudes, and I just don't think the Niners are going to go that route. I think they're going to go with the more 6'2", 6'3", low to the ground, low pad level, play physical, blow up the gaps, and just penetrate and get in the backfield and play in the backfield. I think that's what they need to go back to. Because if you look at the true original Legion of Boom, Poona Ford was barely 6 foot. And then you had somebody like Branch who was 6'4", 330 pounds. Then they would sprinkle in Bennett when they would kick Bennett inside at 6'3", 275, 285 pounds. So you got to look for that perfect pairing where they could play off each other. But Simmons, I'm telling you now, if Simmons did not have the medical issue, he'd be the top tackle in the draft. First guy off the board, and he'd probably be top 4.
Hope that answers your question. All right, I just made a decision. I'm going to go pick up the food so we'll get it faster.
Why?
Because it's not far from here.
Oh, God.
So you got to look here. Hold on.
I'm not saying.
All right, we have a little private talk over here, guys. Yeah, I got to send this link to Mariah. It's gonna be a fun show today, man. I'm so hyped.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped. Listen, guys, this is gonna be a lot of fun. We just wanted to do a little bit of a practice run here, though, so we can wrap this up and come back an hour before the regular show. What do you think about that? Come back in about 45 minutes or so. Draft starts at 8. You want to do an hour show, or you just want to? Or you want to stay on here for a little bit? We can stay on for a little bit.
Yeah, but you said you want to go get the food.
Yeah, I'll go get the food, but I got to call it in. It's still going to take 20, 30 minutes.
True.
You know?
How far of a ride?
Like 10 minutes.
For that and tie?
No, the tie is getting delivered. I'm not going to get that.
The tie's getting delivered?
Yeah. They don't have a delivery fee like DoorDash does.
Oh, okay. I got to see the tie menu.
Oh, shit.
I never had time.
All right, so the Thai, the place that I get it from, they do. No, I'll just show you.
Okay, thanks.
You're right.
Yep. Any other questions? Anyone have a couple of questions that we could take? We're kind of like speaking freely in open chat. If you guys have any questions, shoot them in. I hope we did something a little different this year with our big board. Due to time constraints for both Mike and I with his work schedule, my work schedule. And to be honest with you, I was tired of writing tabs. So there's a little bit change of philosophy that we did.
Go ahead, you can keep talking.
Machala.
What are you?
Oh God.
Tony's gonna get us fired today.
No. We don't get fired. We just get hired.
They have three. They have Japanese, Malay, and Thai, and Chinese. So you can pick anything you want. They have it all. They have it all. I'm gonna get some sushi from here. Oh man,
You're eating all this tonight, bro?
hell no. Well, the sushi I'm gonna eat tonight. Yes.
What does that say? Thoughts? I can't see on the angle.
Oh, my bad.
Thoughts? Keeping it.
Thoughts on Oladipo? Round 2 or maybe late round 1 trade up.
I really like Femi. He's raw, right? And what I like about him is,
baby, I like it raw.
meh. What I really
like it raw. Sorry, my bad. I'm done. I'm okay.
lost my train of thought.
What you liked about Oladipo?
Thank you.
Oladipo.
I like Femi. I do. What I like about him is he's coming from a stacked linebacker and he's transitioning to a 4-3 defensive end. Now, you might be saying, can I curse?
You can say what the fuck you want to say.
You might be saying right now, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? It's simply that what I'm looking at is his hand usage. He knows how to get his hands on what?
Go ahead.
Your hand usage. You're trying to do something with the camera.
I was doing hand usage, but then I stopped because the camera might see me.
True. So his hand usage to stack, shed, get the lineman.
That's what they teach me to do.
I thought there was a fly in you. Stack, shed, and get rid of the blocker, right? He's not going to let the blocker get to his chest because linebackers are taught how to not allow the guard, fullback, whoever it is, trying to down block him. You punch him in the chest, the breastplate, and you get rid of him. You shed him, stack and shed. So how that transitions to defensive end, it's with your pass rush. Punch the breastplate, and then you go into your move. Or you go into a secondary move. You try to go upfield and then have a counter move inside. Those are things he's gonna have to learn. KJ Wright was with him at that Senior Bowl, all over the field, following him around. He was following KJ around. So it's something that there's positive. Ken Norton worked with him at UCLA. He transferred from Cal to UCLA, where he made the transition to a stack linebacker from a stack linebacker to a defensive end. And I like him. I just don't think 43. I don't think they're going to go that route of 43. If they move back a little bit, or if there is a run and they go defensive tackle and there's a run on defensive ends, could be potential trade up candidate. But he's not your prototypical big 4-3 defensive end. Like what if you're a Shamar Stewart fan? If you're a Mikael Williams fan, he's not that type of dude. So there's a lot of positives with him. Work ethic. I mean, he sold himself big time at the Senior Bowl. He crushed all the interviews. Tony Pauline flat out said the Niners love him and they might take him on day 2, whether that's round 2 or round 3. I don't think he makes it to round 3. And Tony Pauline hit it out of the park, was dead on accurate last year with Isaac Garendo. So clearly Pauline has some type of connections or knowledge with the 49ers. So great question. I like him. And we'll see how the draft falls.
All right. There was another question here.
Another question.
Next. I saw it, but now I can't find it. Oh, your draft crush.
Draft crush. Draft crush. Oh, man. There's 2. I
like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. You know the song?
Yeah. I really like Mikael Williams, and I really like Graham from Michigan. A lot of people are not high on Graham. A lot of people are attacking him because of the shape he's in. A lot of people are saying he's not going to be any better than what he is right now. A lot of people are saying He hit his ceiling where Grant has a higher ceiling. But my thing is this. I understand people fall in love with time. They fall in love with the underwear Olympics. I understand that. For a man that big to move the way he does, 100%. But when you put the tape on for Graham, he's a former wrestler, and all he does is live in the backfield. He tosses offensive linemen out of the way. He knows how to get hit on an inside rush, a quick rush move. Is he going to be a double-digit sack guy? No. But what you're getting with Graham is a football player, a blue-collar, lunch pail to work every day, punch in, punch out, and work. And you're going to get a solid 8 hours out of him. First one in, last one out. That's what you're getting with Graham. So that's where I'm at. So I would give it 1A, 1B. Slight favorite to Graham right now.
All right. That's Tony's draft crush, guys. All right, boom. We got a super chat here. Hold on. Where's my ching ching? What would surprise you that we do at pick 11? Offensive player. Doesn't matter what position.
I would say offensive player.
Right?
I would say
like this has got to be a defensive player. It don't necessarily even have to. Well, yeah, it shouldn't be a corner. It should be a defensive lineman or the right linebacker that falls. That's it.
I think linebacker's too high.
I do too, but
I think right now.
You think Campbell's going to be there at 11?
Yeah, I think he might be. I think it's too high for a linebacker. Now, this is where the 49ers can get creative. If they feel Jalen Walker from Georgia could be that piece where it's almost like you're killing two birds with one stone, you could have a stacked linebacker in base downs, and in third downs, he is your third down pass rusher. That is a scenario that could happen because you're filling two needs with one player. Still, if they choose to go that route, I don't know if they will. Again, we're not privy to that information. As you can see, the board is covered right now. So, yeah, that one back there. See, it's nothing yet. So, if they go that way, it will be a very frugal selection due to the fact that you're doing the 2-for-1. First and second down, he's going to be your stack backer with Fred Warner. He'll probably be a weak side, maybe even a strong side. Clearly, Fred Warner's the mic. But you're also getting a third down pass rusher. So that's where I'm at with that. That could be a very interesting scenario. I personally don't think he'll be there. God. Nehemiah. Wait, that's shit. I'm sorry.
16?
In groups of 8. What?
Well, because.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Because people like to mix up the sauces. Honey, hot honey?
No, barbecue, honey barbecue.
And
you
going to try a different one, or are you going to do both of them?
Both. Ranchy, extra ranchy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be an interesting scenario at pick 11 if the 49ers choose to go that way.
Any celery?
Thank you for the contribution. No. Yeah, actually I have some celery. Nigel, we have another one. I can't see.
Yeah, I got you. This one is from the unfaithful perspective. That is an interesting title for a 49er fan. What's your surprise trade tonight? Any team, star player traded for picks? Well, actually, we were talking about one earlier today.
There's a lot of talk going around with the Giants trying to do something. I don't know if they're moving up from 3 or they're trying to move back up to go for a quarterback from round 2 back into round 1, and they're dangling Kayvon Thibodeau as a piece to try to catch a team with interest. Now, Thibodeau's a nice piece, inside outside guy. I just don't see the 49ers going from 11 to 34. Yes, no, 34. Yeah, 34 in the second round. And if they do, they better get a first, multiple picks in this day 3, and a player in a second round. And obviously that's second. It's going to be – let me tell you this. This could be a Ricky Williams trade where the Saints traded all the way up, and the Saints gave the whole draft, all their draft picks, and Mike Ditka came out with the dreads on when they drafted Ricky Williams from Texas. That's the type of draft. That's the type of trade it's going to compensation it's going to take, in my opinion, especially for where the 49ers are and what their needs are. I hope that answered your question. Thank you for the contribution. We have another one.
805 Blackbeard. Oh, wait, I forgot to play the ching ching sound for the other
ching ching.
There we go. Do we have a trade down at least once in this draft?
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Yes.
And I think we trade up also.
They could go up and down, yes. I say they do 2 trades, 1 up, 1 down, minimum. Obviously, the move up. Well, I mean, listen, the move up could be from 43 into the bottom of round 1 or to the top of round 2. If someone falls through the cracks at tonight, and there's a guy sitting there at that first pick, or even the second pick, because the first team might want to go with a quarterback or a because, all right, the Titans are going to take a quarterback as of now with the first pick. So, therefore, they're the first pick in the second round. Then they come back with the Cleveland Browns, which could be a quarterback. Then you come back with the Giants, which could be a quarterback if there's one there, if they don't go in the first round, which I don't think they are. So that leaves 35 or 36 open to take the first non-quarterback player. So if there's somebody that slipped through the cracks, let's just say hypothetically the character issues are a legit issue with Nolan, and he's sitting there after the Titans, the Browns, and the Giants pick, you could see the 49ers go up, especially if they take a defensive end early at 11. You could see the Niners potentially make a move for that individual or maybe another team. But it's going to be very interesting to see because I don't foresee – everyone does mock drafts. All these pros do mock drafts. All the fans do mock drafts. We do mock drafts. This is probably one of the first rounds I've ever seen in my life where it's so inconsistent. There's no fluidity and consistency with the mock drafts because it's clearly a crapshoot after the first 5.
You want any of this kind of stuff?
No, I just want the –
Just the – okay.
Why? What are you getting?
I'm getting this.
What's that?
Nachos and cheese.
Nacho cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 805, thank you. I mean, I can't see on an angle. 805?
805.
Thank you for the contribution.
All right, Nigel's doubling up, man. He's got another one here.
What's up, Nigel? What do you got now?
We got to play a different sound.
Ching, ching. Boom. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Running back or wide receiver first? On the count of 3, say the answer. So he's not saying in the first. Which position do we take first?
Which
Ready?
position group? And hold on. Wait.
Tony's about to lie to you guys.
1, 2, 3. Wide receiver.
Yep. All right. I thought you were going to lie. I thought you were going to run from the smoke.
No, because I think the 49ers are better taking running back later in the draft than they are earlier. And it's proven.
Mm-hmm.
They're more successful with undrafted free agents and late round picks than they are day 2 picks at running back.
Okay.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you, Nigel, man. All right. Good stuff, man. You guys are bringing it on the pregame show, the pre-game show. We're just going to let this thing run through.
What is that?
Incredible.
That looks phenomenal.
You want one?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, no,
They do
I don't want it.
grilled. You don't even have to get it.
No. Wait, why are you sending me the link? Look like I'm right here, bro.
Oh no, I put it in the group chat.
What was I gonna say? Oh, my fucking leg killed me. Yeah. Any other questions? You don't have to give a contribution. You want to? Thank you. If you have any other questions, shoot them out. We're here. We're going to be here for a little bit longer, and then John V.
I saw a few rumors earlier. That the guy at 11, if they stay there, could be James Pierce Jr.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I just read a message.
Saw a few rumors earlier that if they stay at 11, the guy could be James Pierce Jr. as he matches a Gus Bradley, Robert Saleh type pass rusher. I just want to say, if you guys watched the show last night, and I broke down John Lynch's presser, to me, he described exactly James Pierce Jr. That's it. I'm out. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Damn it.
Opposite.
I did the hands thing. Shit.
He explained the opposite.
That's not. He said experience, productivity.
Setting the edge. He emphasized setting the edge.
You're telling me that you don't think Pierce is an edge setter?
Not compared to Mikael Williams. You ever watch Mikael Williams set an edge?
But Mikael Williams isn't the sack guy that he is. He said productivity also.
Yes, but you're comparing edge set. When I say you have to.
I know what you're talking.
You have to watch.
Setter, I'm going with Williams. I'm not even arguing that at all.
The way he sets an edge. I mean,
if we're at 11 and you could pick one of those two guys, who you taking?
I don't know which
for
way
this
they would
team's
go.
needs.
I don't know which way they would go. I really don't. I don't know which way they would go. I'm a little up in the air.
I should not be doing this when I'm hungry.
I'm a little up in the air. I'm a little up in the air which way they would go. What happened to the Thai food, bro?
I'm not going to do it.
Why not?
Because I have to call them and ask them what I want and ask them to look at my call history. I don't know what any of it is.
You have to ask them what you want?
Because I never had it before. I was like, I want something spicy. I want chicken. I want da-da-da-da-da. So I didn't do it. Did you want some?
Just read the menu.
Huh?
You read the menu?
No, because it doesn't work.
Chicken,
I'll show you
spicy noodle.
Yeah, but that's everything.
Thai food.
No.
I quit.
You're not getting me in trouble, bro. You're not getting me in trouble.
I quit.
They said Mike and Tony. I was watching ESPN today, and they said the league has become less reliant on edge, but more coverage players and the interior. Thoughts? That's John V. Did he answer you?
John!
Did he answer you, or you never sent the text?
I definitely sent the text.
Unscrew that. You know it's a squirt top, right?
I like drinking from the bottle.
Wait, do you think it's about manly to squirt the water into your mouth?
True.
Is that why you won't do it?
Swear to God.
This is fucking great. I never knew that. I'm sitting here like, why are you unscrewing that?
Carter.
I'm trying to change the subject.
John Carter. Most overhyped running back in Penn State history. Hi, how are you? What's up, John? Yo, he sent me a text. He wanted to shoot the shit with us.
Why
yeah, I'm free. Yo, send
them the link. I texted to you.
No,
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Hold on.
You didn't? No. What?
No, I sent it to Mike.
Yep.
I didn't know if NY wanted to join.
Yep. Hey, Abdul.
Here.
Oh, he got a grill.
Oh, shit. I never purchased the fucking food, Tony. There you go. That's the link.
Let me know how much I owe you. I send you money. Actually, I'll give you money for the wings. Hold on here. John V, stand by.
Stand by. He's not answering your question. Stand by. But I'll answer your question because I'm going to forget.
No, because John V is coming on air and we're discussing this.
That's true. All right, let me place this order. I got 3 items.
Hit that button. What else do they have that's good?
Bro, they got these loaded nachos with like chicken and shredded chicken and cheese and jalapenos and shit.
Sure.
I kind of want that. And
sure.
Just the nachos with cheese. You want that? You'll get in on that?
Wait, dude, you ordered 48?
Yeah, but I'm going to get some of those. I ordered 3 different salsas. I got yours, and 2 different ones that I think you would try. Like,
what are they?
Barbicide. So it's barbecue, but it's got a little spice to it. And then there's honey that's got a little spice to it. Nothing's like the original buffalo, like
48.
Yeah, 48 of them. See, look at that. Onions, peppers,
garbage.
Cheese. But they also have the chili. Wait, does this not have chicken in it? I thought it had shredded chicken on it. Oh, there's not.
You could probably add. John, click that link.
I don't like olives, though. I don't like olives.
You can tell them no olives.
I want salsa. You like salsa?
Oh, my God.
I should
You're
just do
all over the
cheese.
place, bro.
Oh, no olives.
All right, guys. I can't hold the excitement anymore. Here's the new draft board we're doing this year.
He's showing you guys the draft
Here it
board.
is. This is the draft board.
Hold it right there. Let me zoom in on it.
Here's the draft board.
This is what the big reveal was, guys.
This is it. We're doing it this way this year. Sorry. Hope you guys like it. Hope you're excited.
Yay, we got a folder.
Yeah, right.
All right. No cheese, no chili. They put chili on that shit?
Oh, God.
They didn't say chili. Oh, it says chili. Added. I'm going to be shitting all over the place. I got to take my pills. All right.
Don't forget to hit the mute button before you let it rip, Tater Chip.
No, I'm letting it go. I'm channeling my inner.
John, come on, man.
Yeah, where's he at? What's up, John? Let's see if he wrote something down here. Faithfully in Vegas. Mariah's going to be on later on. Let's go. You want to start a practice run with us, Mariah? You want to get in here now? Huh? She said, order me some too. Let's go, baby. My guy DoorDash is sub. Thanks for making me hungry. You are welcome. There's John. There's John. Look at my backgrounds out here. What is this thing doing to us?
I don't know.
There he is.
There he is.
Hi.
What's up, baby?
What are you doing, fellas?
I'm getting hungry over here. I gotta hit order. Like
I know Tony didn't hang them TVs in the background.
Yeah, he did a good job, right?
No, he's cross-eyed. He ain't hanging those things straight, bro.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What's going on?
Dude, listen. I'm starting to realize that maybe the edge isn't what it used to be. Maybe it's all defensive interior and coverage players from here on out.
Could be. It could
Look
be.
around. Look around. For example, you got Jones. You got Chris Jones. Who was the best coverage team in the league last season? Chargers?
The best coverage team in the league?
Yeah. Chargers, yeah?
I mean, they were up there. I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
All right, so some of the studs of last season, Super Bowl, everything, they weren't edge rushers. Corners, interior defensive, like our JT, Mike. We got JT on the draft board as a Buckeye, former Buckeye, soon to be Niner.
Of course. You know it, baby.
I would take him over. Here's my thing about character. If you're not in prison, if you haven't been convicted of a crime, and you stand to earn millions of dollars in the workplace, we're not raising altar boys. You know?
Come on. John Lynch even said, he said, I made that comment and it followed me around, but no, it's going to take some nasty players to be successful.
We need dogs on this team. We need dogs on this team. I'm not saying that we look past their transgressions, but I need to know exactly what they did. How bad was it? Like Mike Green and James Pierce, right? Mike Green. Mike Green and Walter Nolan have character issues.
No one's talking about Walter Nolan's character issues. Wait a second now. What are you talking about? What did he do?
Okay, I made that up. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
No. I wasn't saying you're wrong. I just didn't know about it. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
His character
of a child or domestic violence, I don't give a shit.
His character is not like off field. His character issue would be taking plays off, the commitment on the field. Is he 100% locked in? That's the type of character issues that they're talking about. Not anything criminal, anything like that.
Okay. Well, we were a 6-win team. So
yes, we were.
if you're an athlete and if you're good at what you do, I don't care, man. Garrett is defensive player of the year, right? team. I think that we've overvalued edge as Niner fans for a long time, and I think we need to start considering other options. Let's start becoming defensive interior fans. Let's start wanting this team to steady the interior, because that's been a problem.
I agree with you to an extent, John, but here's the thing what I'm saying is the number one thing the 49ers could not do last year besides get after the quarterback was stop the run.
Set the edge. Okay. We couldn't set the edge either.
Yeah,
now,
that's part of it, though.
You can't if you can't stop the run, you can't set the edge. Defense is not going to get off the field. So what I'm trying to say is, by looking at a Mikael Williams who can set the edge at a high level, but only produces 5 sacks at Georgia in their rotation, that's different than your prototypical edge who has 17.5 sacks like Green from Marshall. So I think they're going away from the undersized speed rusher that's pin your ears back and go get the quarterback to a more well-rounded defensive end. And now that's going to be Nick Bosa's role to go get the quarterback.
Okay.
So I think their number one goal this year is to create a defensive line that's going to be a bitch to run against.
Okay.
Because teams ran all over them last year. All over them. So
okay, that's fair.
That's where I'm at. Now, if they turn around, like one scenario that I put out there before, I don't know if you were listening, and if they say, hey, listen, we're going to draft Jalen Walker from Georgia, we're going to play him on first and second down as a stack linebacker, but then on third and long situations, he's going to be your speed edge off the edge as a pass rusher. But then on first and second downs at defensive end, they're going to go with Gross Matos.
Okay.
So that could be a scenario. I think Saleh went away. I think what he learned with the Jets was he drafted Will McDonald from Iowa State. Will McDonald is an excellent pass rushing defensive end who's very talented. He's light. He has the speed. He has the bend, but he struggles in setting the edge. That's why he wasn't a 4-down player. So I think they're switching their philosophy with that opposite edge of Bosa to go to more of a more traditional defensive end. This is just my opinion. I'm not hearing it from anyone. But when teams run away from Bosa consistently and they get to the edge and there's no defensive player there for the Niners, that's a major issue. You need somebody to set that edge.
I thought Samo was in the right spot, the right time.
Yeah, I mean, but all right, you want to put all your eggs in the Samo basket? A guy who was literally picked up.
I genuinely like Samo, so yes, I do. I would.
I do. I like Samo as a situational player.
I think that he could use. I think that he could use some more. I think this season under Saleh, Samo is a different player.
I think they need to get back to that original Super Bowl defensive line where they just keep coming at you in droves, waves. They
But we've lacked that depth. We've lacked that depth since the 2019 season.
So now think about how good this defensive line could be when you draft a rookie, and now Sam O is the first guy off the bench when that tackle's gassed out and he's got fresh legs. You're
sure.
Yeah, you're strengthening and you're adding depth to that defensive line.
Okay, but we let a lot of depth go.
Well, that's for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
I mean, some of these guys were not sucking up that much money, bro. Is Givens still on this team?
Yes.
Okay. See, I would have liked to have brought back Cleveland Farrell. I really would have. I wanted to bring back guys that made an impact that slipped away.
That's it. Then you were high on him, weren't you?
Cleveland Farrell, yeah. He went to Washington, though. He went with Adam Peters.
Yeah.
But just think, I'll give you an example, right?
So wait, hold on, wait a minute. I know that you have this excitement for depth. Where are the rest of the pieces, Tony? We're not fulfilling. We're not making that.
You're breaking up, buddy.
John, you're breaking up.
I probably need to stop walking. Let me find a spot.
You said he has an affinity for who?
Depth. He wants all this
Oh,
depth.
depth.
Where the hell are we going to get all the depth, bro? Where are we filling all these voids? This
Well,
draft?
what you're doing is right. You're taking players that were kept from last year's team.
Okay.
So right now, those guys are penciled in as starters. So what you want to do in this draft, me personally, what's your first 2 picks in this draft? You either double down a tackle, you go edge tackle, and you solidify this defensive line. You're talking about cost control, salary control for 4 to 5 years, depending if they're undrafted in the first or second round. And when now we're talking about extending Purdy, this is the route you have to go. So the
budget, you want to go budget bin shopping is what you want to do.
Well, you have to. At this
Well,
point,
we're
where
not going to
they're
draft.
at finding,
Are they going to draft like a budget bin too? You're telling me that they purposefully draft the non-consensus players to save money down the road?
No, they're not drafting non-consensus players. If you heard what John Lynch said at his press conference,
I believe nothing that John Lynch ever says, Tony. I don't think that I try never to believe what they say because they're always smoke signals. These cats are they're always bullshitting.
There's one thing that I said I think he's actually truthful on, is that last year's draft, everything was the consensus. Everyone agreed with it. Everyone was on the same page. Now, is it funny how 1 year separated from Adam Peters, this happens?
What, we had a good draft?
Yes. So
no, man. I never really understood any of his name being tossed around. Did you ever associate any of those guys with him, with Peters? We know who he had hands on.
No, what I'm saying is that they were all. It seems like last year, the whole room, coaches, scouts, R&D, medical, everything. Everyone was on the same page when they said, this is who we want to go with.
Okay.
Now, my thing is this. Where was the consensus lost? Where was the part that prevented it from being a group decision? Was it Kyle? Was it Adam Peters? Was it John Lynch? But all I'm just trying to say is now that they have RJ Gillian and Tariq Ahmad in place, it just seems like the process is different, in my opinion, based off of last year's draft. They never had a draft high. Well, we're still questionable about Pearsall, but Pearsall finished really strong last year, in my opinion.
I'm excited about Pearsall this year. I really do believe that.
You're talking about Pearsall in round 1, who finished strong. Okay. The guy got shot. It is what it is. Then they draft Green, the cornerback, who had a very good year, a very solid year last year. Pooney in the 3rd round, who was a starter. We haven't had that success since they've been here.
This is where I want to stop you. We haven't had to play that many rookies since they've been here. And so we don't.
Well, that's because of injury.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we don't know that these other players weren't going to be good if given the opportunity. Like when we ran Garindo out on the field, it's not because he earned it. We didn't have a choice. So it's like, oh, he actually played well, right? When we had to start using Ricky Pearsall more, it's because Debo was gone, Ayuk was gone. Like we had to throw these guys out there.
Correct. I agree with that. But the difference is you're getting success from it, where the success wasn't coming when those other players were getting opportunities.
Weren't coming.
Exactly. We weren't giving the youth an opportunity.
Solomon Thomas had opportunities. Ruben Foster had opportunities.
That's year 1 where we rebuilt the entire team.
Year 2. Who's the second year? Who do we take in the second year?
Bosa,
Debo.
Success.
Two great picks.
That was their best draft.
2 home runs, first and second pick. Go to the following year. Who was that?
That was the Joe Williams draft, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That was Beathard.
Miss.
Oh shit.
There's a ton of misses, right?
There's way more misses than hits for sure.
But the thing is, why is it this year?
Because
in 24, why was there more hits in positive turnout than
Because we just lost the Super Bowl.
Well, not just because we lost the Super Bowl. We actually had players available, right? So it wasn't just like we were running a bunch of rookies out there. We were running rookies out there with Fred Warner on the field, with George Kittle on the field, with Trent. You know what? Like
I understand that, but my thing is this: because of the situation,
Nick better be joining us tonight.
the players were having success. They were playing.
Your hands are doing a thing. Brother.
Oh. The players, they were playing. They were having success. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No one can sit here and tell me that any 49er fan that watches the draft, that Pooney would have been a day one starter and had the season and the success that he did when we took him in the third round last year. There's no one will. But what he did was he had the opportunity and he produced, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
When Mooney Ward went out with his issues, his off the field issues, they inserted Rolando Green. He had success. In the latter part of the season, Brandon Ayuk was down. They had no receivers. So what did they do? They friggin' gave him an opportunity. He made the best of it, and he finished strong. Your top 3 picks had positive results in their rookie year.
Okay, so are we saying go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
Well, what I'm asking you is, so are you saying that everybody in the room was on the same page with all these picks and there was no pushback from anyone? We're still trying to understand where Peters fits in here.
It seems that it was a more smooth draft atmosphere. I guess the war room ran smoother this year. Was Kyle not involved? I don't know. But it just seems like they had a very successful draft in 2024, something that they did not have since the Bosa Debo draft, where they hit on their first 2 selections. And to be honest with you, Nick Bosa should have went 1, and he shouldn't even been on the Niners.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So he kind of fell in their lap.
All right, I got a hot take question for y'all. Is Nick Bosa overrated?
No.
You didn't even think about the damn question.
I don't think he's overrated.
How can you not say he's not overrated? I didn't say is he good. I didn't say is he bad.
I don't think
overrated.
I don't think he's overrated because I'm going to tell you why. When you're as decimated as you were last year, you could single-handedly remove Bosa because you have nobody else that's a threat. So you could game plan to take Bosa out, just like what they did with Aaron Donald.
So you've been happy with Bosa the last 2 years?
Well, yeah, I've been happy with him, but I also believe that we still need somebody to eat up those double teams to free him up. We need somebody to really break him loose again, Mike. I think ultimately we should have this discussion once we get this defensive line top 5, and then let's see if there's been a decline with age and the absence of other star players that I think.
If the defensive line is top 5, that means Nick Bosa is having a good year.
Okay, that's
right. So I mean,
but I'd like to see others eat.
Huh?
I would like to see others eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we saw Bosa on the edge, but we didn't see him get very good. Like he was getting doubled, bro, and no one else was doing anything in the interior.
Well, no.
People keep saying that, and I saw Bosa getting stalemated in one-on-ones also. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Maybe I have this clouded memory of what I saw last year. I'm not saying that the kid quit because I don't think that he's a quitter. I don't think he's wired that way, right? I think he's got one gear.
Yeah, he's very calculated. That man's calculated.
But I saw him out wide by himself, and then when he engages with somebody, it was kind of just getting locked up. It was like he was maybe fatigued. Maybe he was just fatigued down the stretch. Maybe that's what
it's fair. I mean, it's fair to say that he was fatigued. I mean, he was doing a lot. If we had some other difference makers on that line, he may not have fatigued as early. But he also got hurt, and we don't know how hurt he was and how bad it was. He played injured.
Right. Yeah, no, that's very true. That is very true.
But so
So
did a lot of these guys. So I don't know, bro. I think Jair Brown took a few steps back,
a
and I
lot of steps back.
can't figure out what happened.
I'll find out.
Was what was the defining moment for him? Where did he take steps back?
I think that communication lacked in the back end of the secondary, right? And so,
Yeah.
like the same reasons that Demo shined were the reasons that I think the safety play in general fell off, right? Like you put Demo on the island, boom, he's doing that, right? But they stopped working together. The communication, like when Huff first came back, that very first game, the safeties had their best game because the communication was back in the room. Then like they come out and it's like we're feeling ourselves, we're the man, right? And now it's like, wait, whoa, what the hell just happened here? I think the communication just completely vanished in that secondary, and we saw it. And it could do with the injuries, to the loss of Greenlaw, right? You know, you got now Fred Warner talking to the what?
I think he just said it.
I didn't hear. What did he say?
It's
changing
coaching.
how he was used with Sorensen.
Yes.
Sorensen was an absolute. I mean, he was probably a nightmare. I'll say fucking useless.
Yeah,
However, Tony, what about what's his face? RBC for this for Wilkes, Steve Wilkes. That dude's specialty was a secondary. He was a secondary specialist, right?
Yeah, and you saw he actually had a decent year that year. I can't hear. Do you hear him? You're going in and out, Tom.
Let me try to find a better spot. I feel like our secondary, the cornerback room was happy with him. The DBs were happy with Wilkes.
Okay. Yes,
now,
I agree with that.
Maybe Bosa and the gang up front in the trenches, maybe they weren't too thrilled. But I think that Wilkes' specialty shined in our secondary.
Yeah.
I don't think he could really offer those guys anything up front. And he was stale to them, right? They just didn't feel like they could.
I'm with you. Listen, the Sorensen hire was a nightmare from the beginning. I said it as soon as it happened. Like, I'm tired of just appointing somebody from within and not having a game plan for what you're going to do. It's like, oh, I'm good enough. I don't need to. And this is where some of my criticisms of Kyle came from. It's like, how is it that you had nobody to come in here and take this position? If we're the 49ers, we have this reputation. We just got out of the Super Bowl. You can't find any respectable defensive coordinator to come in this year and play and coach.
Like, they got to respect Kyle. They got to respect Kyle, and that's a question.
Now, Kyle just has an obsession with this scheme. I don't know why, but
okay. Well, that's going to turn off a lot of people, bro.
Yes, it is.
That's the issue.
I mean, that ego-driven mentality is reckless, and it's going to start to wear.
Tony and I we were just talking in the car about why the obsession with Chris Kosaric and that Y9 defense. Like, why that? If you're telling me we can't set the edge, why are you creating more of a gap and making these guys have to read and react more then? Right? If you tighten them up, if you tighten them up a little bit, then it's less thinking that they have to do. So don't complain about having to set the edge and tell me we're doing this Y9 shit. Like, you got to pick one. Like,
that's fair. I agree.
I'm not critiquing you. I'm talking. They have to pick they got to pick a spot. It's crazy.
I agree with that. That's fair. Tony, would you agree?
No, I definitely agree. And my thing is this, right? Is it funny that not only did they bring Robert Saleh back, but they brought Gus Bradley in?
Yes.
Probably the architect, along with Pete Carroll, of that defense. So we're going to see what this defense is going to look like this year. Do you want to cut in 2 minutes?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this thing up here, guys. We're gonna give you guys about an hour left before the main show. I'm gonna run and grab our food. We're gonna stuff our faces, and we're gonna come back on all hot and tired. And Tony's definitely gonna fall asleep. He's 100% gonna fall asleep.
This is the one time of year Tony is ready to go. This is Christmas Day for him, bro.
It is.
Under normal circumstances. Tell them the last time you went to sleep.
10 o'clock yesterday morning.
Oh, yeah. You guys all good over there? I know you were working a crazy shift.
Yeah, well, we actually got the guy last night who started it.
Really?
Oh, really?
What'd you do? Run him over?
No. He's actually a 19-year-old who was
Get
in the
out.
woods. They were having a bonfire and it got out of control.
Oh, it was an accident.
It was an accident, but they pressured their friends, and the friends gave him up.
Oh,
Really?
shit.
So they caught him.
Yep, we got him.
Good, man.
We got him.
Good for you.
Fucking got him. Anybody? No. All right.
John, are you joining or no?
I'll let you know. I want to try to get out of here as fast as possible. I had a bunch of call-offs today, bro. I expected this. This.
Are they draft fans?
Of course they're draft fans.
You can't be mad at him then.
Yeah, you can be. Fuck that. Work, baby. Work.
What do you mean? I got 2 TVs here, bro.
Wait.
I literally put another TV in the kitchen so that we could all just enjoy it together. It didn't have to be like this. Now they piss me off.
Yeah. Yep. Well, listen, man. I can't talk shit because I'm working from home tomorrow. I'm here.
I want to work from home.
Yeah. This is a really good question from Callie. I'm going to ask this question, and we're going to get out of here. You guys both feel free to answer this. He says, Mike, why doesn't Kocera get any heat like Chris Forrester?
I don't know.
That's good. That's a good question. That's a hell of a good question. Because we never see Kocera up there at the podium getting drilled. We don't.
I know why. Oh yeah, baby. Come on, no one remember this?
That's fucked up.
Yo, wait, the video. You guys don't remember this video of Forrester doing coke and talking to the stripper?
Fucked up, bro. Guy had problems. That his wife.
That's why I'm saying I'm not. Listen, I like Chris Forrester. Let me be clear here now, right?
Come on, we got
Chris Forrester's my guy. I like Chris Forrester. I think that coke video and his reputation is why so many people are down on him. I think that he's the most underrated coach on this team. I think the reason the Niners are comfortable running this bullshit offensive line out there every single year is because of Chris Forrester. 100%. If we invested into that offensive line the way half of what we invested in that defensive line, we'd have the best offensive line in the NFL. We would have the best offensive line. This guy, Kocera, has had first-round picks. He's had top-of-the-market free agents. They've traded to get him players. Like, they've done everything in their power to make sure that he's got a first- or second-round player every year in every draft except last year.
Oh, dude's got Crocs on.
Every single year. What do they do for our offensive line? It's makeshift. Oh, the Giants cut you because they like their other center? Here, we'll take you. Oh, wait, that center over there for the Falcons. Let's get him. Oh, he doesn't want to come. We're going to actually extend him. Well, then we'll take his backup instead. Like, we're getting bottom of the bottom for our offensive line, and he's making the Niners comfortable enough to say, it's okay. Worst case scenarios, we'll run that same offensive line back out there again next year. They will never say something like that for Chris Kocera. Ever.
On that note, set your alerts. We will be back.
In an hour.
John, open invite. Let me know. We're going to be grinding late.
All right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So set the alerts. We'll be back soon, and we are going to get the NFL draft rolling.
There you go,
if you can hear me, Tony, say hello to Mariah for me. I think she said hello to me. Give Mariah, give the rest of the chat. Tell the whole chat I said what's up. I can't wait to rock out with you guys this season. I'm ready, man. I had that last season wore me out. It was like
everybody in the chat. John V says, "What is up?"
He's talking about on the live when we go for the draft. Not right now.
I know. I'm doing it again. I don't care.
Oh,
I told you. Look how good. Look at him. He's like a kid in a candy store, Mike.
Do you see this coming?
I can't see.
When have you seen Tony this excited?
Forster's never. I can't see it, bro.
Joey.
Forster's never seen a line he didn't love.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
We will be back.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Later, fam. Later.
Oh my God, be safe, brother. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I'm
goodbye.
Get this food. This is
it's
crazy.
Over.
Prepare for glory. Anticipate pain.
Get my damn wings and let's go, man.
We'll talk to you.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing